Hello, good evening. How's everybody doing? Okay, guys, so today my words of encouragement is live in your purpose, live in your calling. So I'm gonna give you just a little backdrop. Um, I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. About age 16, my mother decided she wanted to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. I was just like, what in the world? Like, why? But hey, you can't change things that you have no control over. Okay, so shortly after that, I lived in Texas for a little bit. Back and forth when I was younger. My father, he lives in Oklahoma, so sometimes I'll wither and waver when I didn't get my way with either my mother or my father. I went back and forth from New Orleans to Oklahoma. So long story short, in the eighth grade, I was like, I want to go with my father, and my mom was like, you know what? No, this is it. I'm cutting it off. I'm tired of you going back and forth. You're just gonna stay in New Orleans. I'm like, okay, whatever. So fast forward now. Currently, I am living in Oklahoma. I just moved from North Carolina maybe 8 months ago, and y'all, it's been a journey. I didn't think I was supposed to be down here because I was just like, why? I'm not understanding. It's a little country town. It has nothing. You have to drive for everything. And it's just I was just nah, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. So I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna need a sign. Like, what do you want me to do? Am I supposed to stay here? Like, what is it? So maybe I guess to say within a week or so, God began to show. Um, I went to church one day and I seen a young lady and God started revealing stuff about her and I was like, okay, God. So I waited for the perfect time to approach her and I started talking to her. Then one day she was like, well, your brother told me that I should link up with you because you're really a great woman of God and I just need to talk to you. And I was like, okay, cool, because God has been pouring into me of you as well. So, long story short, that was the beginning of greatness of God connecting her. So, from that forth, one day she came into the restaurant and said, "Hey, um, I've always had wanted to start a women's group." And I was like, "Wow, God." I said that's so awesome because that's my desire to start a group of young women and begin to pour into young women and to help young women and to not judge them but just love on them and teach them the correct way because not everybody's taught the right way. Sometimes we look at young girls and we're like, oh my gosh, they're so promiscuous, they're this, they're that, but guess what? You don't know their story. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know why they act like that. You just assuming that they know better and they need to do better. But if ain't nobody teaching them better and showing them nothing, they just gonna do what they gotta do. So, anyways, so that's how I all started Woman of Faith, which is so dear to my heart now. It's so amazing. We're gonna have our first conference actually Saturday, May 11th. It's gonna be so great. But God began to show me purpose. At that moment, I began to walk in my purpose. I knew I was here for a reason. I knew that I was here to be an example and for God to use me to do great, wonderful, and mighty things. So if you're out there and you're wrestling and you're not understanding why God maybe have you in a particular spot, just look up and say, God, what's my purpose? What's my calling? And I kid you not, he'll let you know. Don't complain, don't get mad. Just say, hey, is this my purpose? Is this my calling? And then he'll unlock it. Because for the longest I was just here wrestling, mad, not understanding what was going on. Until that day I said, okay, God, show me a sign. Like, what is it? So I encourage y'all to really, really live this life in your purpose. Because ever since I started living my purpose, I've been a different person. I've just had so much excitement, so much joy. I associate with people of my purpose. I talk of my purpose. Everything is of my purpose now because now I know. So you guys be blessed, be encouraged. Have a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my videos. It's my YouTube is Faith Walk. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have an awesome night.